Lost is on.
Hello, everybody. Welcome back to Bite Size Thursday, a subsidiary of Slate Media. Today, we are watching Lost, because it's good, right?
Yeah.
Yep.
All right. Well, today we're watching the 32nd episode of Lost. Last we left off, Shannon
is gone, I heard.
something happened to Shannon. We don't know that she's dead yet. We don't know. Don't break Saeed's little heart before time.
Just saying, she took a bullet in the chest.
Anyway, this episode is called The Other 48 Days. My guess is it's going to be Ana Lucia starting with that really evil look, and then we're going to cut back to whatever their story has been, which is really kind of... It's funny when you think about it, because we've watched... What?
Why'd you pause?
Because he was doing something.
I'm doing nothing. Just holding my microphone still while somebody's shaking over
Am
there.
I shaking it?
I don't know.
A little bit. I'll go on this table, so I'll shake your laptop instead. Anyway, so it's funny to think about. We've spent kind of a season and a half now, ish, or a season and a quarter on this 48 days, and then compress the other 48 days into 42 minutes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Which it is a smaller group,
Mm-hmm.
and they're all getting taken.
That's fair.
Well,
Token.
Are there...
Liam Neeson is not on the island.
no,
To
and
be clear.
I mean, Maggie Grace isn't
Yeah.
taken, so there's your connection.
Are there flashbacks in this episode?
I don't know for sure. I'm going to guess it's going to show them getting on the plane or something. Because
I'm
the
guessing.
featured characters, it says on the Wikipedia thing, are Ana Lucia, Bernard, Libby, and Mr. Echo.
Yeah, I don't think that there's flashbacks in this. It wouldn't make sense to.
Yeah.
Unless they each get one, maybe, or something like that.
Or it shows them like on the plane or going to the airport. Like each one gets one or two. Because we have an Ana Lucia featured episode next week.
Yeah, and that's...
And then a Kate episode.
Oh, boy.
And then Mr. Echo.
Nice.
Oh, at least that'll be good. All right. Any other things we want to talk about the other 48 days?
I remember this episode in what it is and not what actually happens. Other than everything we've already said. I don't remember what happens. All I know is it's the other 48 days.
Is Maggie Grace Libby?
That's Shannon.
Oh, is it really?
Yes. Yeah, she's Liam Neeson's daughter in Taken. The one who's under the bed that he's talking to when she gets
Did Taken come?
taken. Taken was like 2007, 2008, so it's after this.
Wow. Yeah, you never would have convinced me that.
And what's
I
the
probably
most
have seen-
and what's the most unrealistic thing in that movie?
That someone would take Maggie Grace?
No, that two like early 20s girls would do this whole European trip to follow U2 on tour. For context, anyone that doesn't know who's listening and watching, U2 is my favorite band, but there ain't no way a 20-something girl, especially those 20-something girls, are following U2 throughout Europe.
In 2007?
Yeah. Which, that wasn't even a tour at that time, I don't think. I think that tour ended before then.
Would that have been somewhere around How to Dismantle an Atomic Bomb?
That was 2004, though, and that tour
Yeah, that would
ended
have been
in 06.
somewhere around there then.
Yeah.
Because they didn't have another album until, like...
2009.
Yeah.
What I'm saying is, I don't think there was even a tour. Oh, it's 2008 is Taken, so even then, like, there's no tour in 2008.
But, like, 2009. Was 2009 the Apple...
No, that's 2014. 2009 is No Line.
That's right.
And then U2 360 was the tour, and that lasted until
was
2012 because they had a break because he broke his back.
Was No Line the one that they made a remix album out of?
There is a remix album called, or something, it's like Artificial Horizon. It was members, I think it's a members only, like EP, and it has like 5 tracks. Something
I'll have
like
to
that.
ask Steve if he has it.
He does. I'm pretty sure.
My guess would be yes.
Yeah, he was a member at that time.
Might still be a member.
Could be. I don't know. I'm a member.
Are you
now.
a member?
Yeah, I've been a member since 2020.
Do you get any perks?
Yeah, I get a free thing every year.
Vinyl?
What was last year? I've gotten like a lyric book 1 year. 1 year it was live at the Apollo. 1 year it was live in Berlin. Like it's just like member only stuff. It's pretty cool stuff.
All right. Well, Aaron, do you have anything to say?
Neat.
All right. We all ready to jump into this episode?
Yes.
All right. Let's get lost. Welcome back, everybody. We just watched the 32nd episode of
Yes.
Lost. The Other 48 Days. This is, of course, the tale of one Ana Lucia.
The tail.
Oh.
But yes.
Finally, Aaron comes in with a zinger. This is The Other 48 Days, the story, the tale of the Tail People.
Who are on the same plane of existence as our main characters.
They are.
Ah.
What did we think about all that?
Aaron brought up an interesting thing about, wow, they sure skipped a lot of days just to show us all the stuff we've already seen in the last, 10 minutes. I go, yeah, it should have been one quick montage of, doom, boom, boom, boom. But then it also says, the other 48 days. So it's like, okay, but the 48th day, the 48th day is when Shannon gets it.
Right.
So wouldn't it be the other 47 days? Because we're currently on the 48th day, and we already know what happens on these. So shouldn't it be the days before they meet up?
You don't know what time of the day Shannon was shot.
That's true. So maybe it was the start of the day, the 48th day.
No, it was definitely later in the day.
It said day 48.
Today, but it could have been later in the day.
So it's still day 48.
Yes.
So shouldn't it be the other 47 days?
No.
Because that's not an other day, because that's today.
But it's still from Ana Lucia's perspective.
But that's not another day at that point.
Yes, it is.
No, it's today.
No, it's not. It is another day because it's not our main set of characters.
Whatever. You and your semantics.
You argue semantics all the time.
Yeah, we're not talking about me.
Sure we are.
We're talking about
We're always
Lost.
We're always talking about you. What are you talking about?
That is not true. If anything, we talk about Aaron a lot because... Why do we talk about Aaron?
Because he's on the Aaron cam.
I think we need to get our AC fixed.
Our Aaron cohort?
Aaron cam.
Oh. I don't think we need to fix the cam. I think we need to fix our Aaron.
It is a good episode, though.
Mm-hmm. Probably the most interesting up to this point.
And, you know...
I wish they had a better point to connect at other than Shannon shooting.
Yeah. Almost like the last episode could have ended with a gunshot.
And just not knowing.
And Saeed running after her, and it ends. Because we remember the last thing we see of Ana Lucia in the previous episode was her pulling out the gun.
Mm-hmm.
So, but again, it's like, in their minds, it's what brings people back next week. Mm-hmm. Is it going to be just that kind of cliffhanger, or we actually see what happened and we want to sit on that? So it makes sense why they did it that way, but to me, I think the stronger one is you don't see what happened, and then not even the first, you do the whole episode, and then at the end you see that it's Shannon, that Shannon does get shot. You kind of guess that's what happened, but I think that's the stronger part of it. And you were right, no flashbacks in this, which you said made sense, and it does make sense. Because the whole thing technically is one big flashback.
Mm-hmm.
True.
You also, we know what happens to Goodwin, so it's like you're waiting, like, okay, how do we get from him running out of the jungle saying, I need help, to...
Oh, yeah, because they come across his body, and she says, that's Goodwin.
Yeah.
Yeah. I gotta say, though, between Goodwin and Ethan, the two infiltrators, he pales in comparison. Or impales in comparison, I should say.
I don't know about that one.
No, he did get impaled. Pretty bad.
I had forgotten that she was holding the stick. So
Yeah.
when it got thrown, I was like, oh, it's just going to happen to be pointing upward and they're going to roll over it or something. That was pretty intense. He snapped Nathan's neck like that.
Yeah.
Like, how strong do you have to be to snap a neck that easily? And how much do you have to wrench on the neck to just all the way back?
Yeah. And then she wakes up the next day and he's just staring at her all.
Ugh. Yeah.
Good morning.
Yeah.
And you can kind of guess it's him, but also it is good storytelling how, like, we know what happens to him. So you're kind of led down, oh, he was killed by, because I said, remember what happened with Goodwin, and it's in the last episode. So it's like, okay, Goodwin being the actual other, it's not a huge out of left field thing where, what? But it's like, yeah, that makes sense. But it's handled well. The action camera work bugs me.
The
All
slow
over the
motion
place.
of the last 10 minutes bugged me.
Yeah,
And I know it's a montage.
But even then, it's like it's like the same shots too, just slowed
Yeah.
down. Not even like different angles of the same thing. It's just the same shots. The thing with the shaky cam action stuff though, that's like early 2000 thing. A lot of J.J. Abrams stuff is like that. I know he's not a director on this episode, but as of recording this, I just watched Mission Impossible 3, which is the one he directed.
Is that one of the better ones?
It's okay. Probably
It's obviously better than 2.
I think it's the only one it's better than.
Okay.
If not for Philip Seymour Hoffman's villain, which is the best villain of the whole franchise, it's pretty forgettable. Very mid-2000s action movie, but like the shaky cam there and the look of it is like the same as this. So it's like, yeah, it's not that, it's a couple years before it. Maybe even a year before. I can never remember if Mission Impossible 3 is 06 or 08, but they're close to each other. J.J. Abrams had his hand in both. So it's like, yeah, it makes sense why it's like that. But man, does it get annoying. When it's like, it's dark. It's like, I can't see anything. I can't. Why are we shaking it that much? I already can't see anything.
It might also be the amount of light behind you shining on the white sheet.
That's true. But it is hard to see regardless with the... So.
I mean, we saw that in the Bourne Ultimatum.
But that's the best Bourne movie.
And
I think it is.
Legacy.
No, that's wrong. But I would argue that the first one is my favorite. Probably also the best.
Gotcha. That's this conversation for another day.
Yeah.
Legacy. Speaking of Bourne, Mr. Echo's in the first one. He's the guy, he's the target that he goes after on the boat.
Is he as BP as he is here?
I don't think so. I remember him being a little chunkier. But you don't see him that much.
Did he then use echolocation when Jason Bourne threw him off the boat into the water?
He wasn't it Bourne jumped off after he got shot?
I don't remember.
Yeah.
It's been a long time.
That's right. Bourne got shot as he was running away by the bodyguards and he fell into the water. Because isn't like the opening thing of all of the whole Bourne franchise, like him like landing in the water or something, or like there's a shot in his memory of that.
I don't know.
Yeah, it's been a long time.
Legacy. I haven't seen it. But
Wasn't
I don't
there
want
one
to.
Neither have
after
I.
that too?
Jason Bourne, where Damon came back. Came out in like 2016.
So how did Legacy fit into all that?
Jeremy Renner is Jason Bourne in there. Not Jason Bourne, but like the Jason Bourne character in that. I don't know how it connects.
How does it connect, Aaron?
I don't know. I never saw it.
Oh,
Look at this face, everyone. Look at this face. And we're back.
yeah. The other 48 days.
Yep.
That pretty. The first half of it, I would say, I was like, yeah, I'm really enjoying this. It's filling all the gaps. And then the second half of it, it does kind of not do as much. And then you catch up, and it's like, okay.
Yeah.
That's fair. Once everybody once Goodwin
Gets it.
gets it, it kind of becomes, oh, okay, what are we doing now?
Yeah,
Showing
because
us all the clips of what we already saw.
the Boone connection was, we knew it was coming
Yeah.
from when we saw the Boone, because he's like, wait,
Yeah.
we're Flight 815.
I don't know why the subtitles didn't just say Boone.
They didn't?
No, they said person or something
Yeah.
Okay.
like that.
Yeah, but that, it connects us back to whenever Boone fell. When was Boone? Deus Ex Machina, I think, is when Boone fell.
Mhm.
And I go, yeah, that's a nice tie-in, and then it just... The most interesting stuff is before they find Jin.
Yeah.
Like, all the stuff we have not
Mhm.
seen. Especially the crash scene, while it looked funny, because, it's 2005, CG, TV.
And it's not even their highest budget season. I think their first season was their highest budget
Yeah.
season.
But the actual, crash, the aftermath of the crash was very well done.
I would say it's almost more well done than the first episode. I preferred that one as opposed to...
It's because we get dropped right into it, whereas, remember, in the pilot, Jack is in the jungle, and he kind of walks into the middle of it
Yeah.
That's right, yeah.
a little more, and everyone's already on the beach mostly, whereas this one, everyone's in the water. And we know some of the characters already, too, whereas the other one, we're learning them as we see them. But we don't see someone get sucked into an engine, though.
I missed that.
And then Jake says, when Bernard's stuck up in the tree, that doesn't look like that much of a fall. And
It
then
didn't.
and then when it slams into the ground, I just made this face. It just, it's just.
I would have survived it. I would have bounced.
Yeah. I like Bernard.
I do too. I remember that whole radio thing being such a mystery. Everybody freaking, who is that? Who is that? And then they reveal that it's the tail people. And of course it's the tail people because that is literally obvious.
Well, and they even say we're Flight 815
Mm-hmm.
in the other
But-
episode.
But in the other episode, you're so far into it that you forget that the tail people were a thing. You almost forget that the plane broke in half.
Because then Boone takes a dive, and
Well, yeah,
you're
because
focused on
because
that,
there's
and the
no
episode ends.
because the tail is only mentioned like once or twice in that first season after like the pilot.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, that's all I got for the other 48 days.
Yep.
You got anything, Aaron? This is getting to be a bit, isn't it?
A bit much, more like it.
Anyway, that's our thoughts on episode 32 of Lost, the other 48 days. If you'd like to check us out during the week, Jared, where can they find us?
You can follow us on Facebook, Instagram, the funny TikTok, and Twitter. Take that, Musk. And you can listen to us on Apple, Spotify, iHeartRadio, and hey, if it's YouTube, like, subscribe, comment, ring our notification bell. Make sure you check us out and rate us on all those apps. And swing by our groovy website.
Have you heard people calling it Twitter X lately?
No.
It's a weird name. I don't like it. I don't like anything other than Twitter. I didn't even really like Twitter.
But what's next week, Jake?
Anyway, next week we are going to be watching episode 33. It looks like, I'm looking at the DVD menu here, it looks like it's called Collision. I think we'll finally get to see how Saeed reacts to Ana Lucia
killing the love of his life that he met 48 days ago.
Hey, he built her a sex shack.
He did.
That
But
means...
what about, isn't he still in love with Nadia, who he was going to America to see?
You know, if I remember correctly, when he does, this is speaking future into the episode, or future into the series, when he does get back to the world, as it were, he does marry Nadia.
Oh, I forgot about that.
Yeah.
But that's next week, and it's an Ana Lucia featured episode, so we get to learn more about her.
Mm-hmm. So, until then, we'll see you next week, and let's get lost.